Guys, welcome back. CFP here, and this is Survival Living. So I am out in the woods. See that thing moving around back here? That's a water filter. So don't worry, nothing's gonna get me. It's just a water filter. So hopefully everything stays good with the connection and stuff. I forgot what day today is. Day 3, I think. Yeah. So I had to move location. Not a problem. It was a heck of a journey moving everything to the other side of the lake, but got everything moved. If there's any issues with the internet, not much I can do. I'm out here, on the cell phone. Gunny Church, good to see you. Disable and Prepping, how's it going? Good to see you. So I figured I'd go live, let you know I'm still alive. 5x5 right now, perfect. Got my coffee. It's not my normal Folgers though. It is a knockoff brand. I'm trying to figure out where I put the, there it is. It's a Piggly Wiggly brand. But yeah, I brought coffee with me. So I'm leaning back in my recliner. Yeah, made me a chair. So, I don't know if you can see that. There's a tripod back behind me. That's what I'm leaning up against. So yeah, it's the comforts of home, right? Led Zepp girl, good to see you. Coffee sounds good. Yeah, it is. El Michelle, how are you doing? Good to see you, my friend. So out here, the wind has finally died down. Yesterday, had a really bad windstorm come through. Had to change some designs in the camp. Had to put a Dakota fire pit in so I can cook and everything. It works. I just dug it out right now. I've got a trench fire going right now. Just easier just to do it that way. So fishing, hit and miss. I got catfish lines and stuff like that out. I've got our minnow traps out, and kind of like last time I was out in this area, the minnow traps are producing more than my lines. It is what it is. Our frogs are doing very well. Florida, we don't have T-Girl, good to see you. We don't have very large bullfrogs in this section, but you get enough frogs, you do okay. So I was able to get that on film, so I might have to do some editing so we don't have any guts and stuff like that, because the platform doesn't like that. Like when I showed how to skin out a snake and cook it, they don't like it. I got steaks on the grill. Huh? I do not have steaks on the grill. I had frog tonight. That's what I had. I haven't even eaten my legacy food yet. I still have that with us. So, I've been doing okay without it. A-Rod, good to see you. Relax the Sage Spa, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Sweet Tea, how's it going out there? It's going good. I say we, me and the camera. I was wanting to do a survival build as far as building a more permanent shelter. I'm not going to do it. The reason being, all the standing dead trees that are in this area, because this is also a recovering area from a fire, they're about 30 yards in the pond. There's nothing standing to cut down on land. The water is that overfull. It's just flooded. Every tree is in water about 30 yards from the shoreline. So instead, we're just going to be doing outdoor survival out here on this camping trip. Show how to make certain things, how to set up certain tarp shelters, things like that. Snares, that's what I've been working on today, showing snares. Song of the South, good to see you. I'm in Bethlehem, just above Bonifay. I know where Bonifay is. They make a non-instant coffee style tea bag. Coleman camping items normal. or French vanilla or mocha. Usually, when I go camping, I get these singles, Folger singles. But during heading out here, we didn't go towards the Walmart. We went a different way. So last minute shopping, we just stopped at our local Piggly Wiggly, and I grabbed that jar. I did this stuff in me toddler years. Not sure, Gunny Church, what you mean by that. If you mean being outdoors, I'm 42. I've always been outdoors. I've lived as a train rider for a year and a half, testing out outdoor survival. I've taken multiple survival training courses, so this is what I've always done. I'll tell you what, it's a big difference from being 18 years old doing this and being 42, broke up and doing this. It hurts. Brian Keith, how's it going? How you doing, brother? I am doing good, man. A lot better since I made my chair. Frog gigging? T-Girl, yeah, I've got a gig. I don't ever use it. I usually what I do is I put my headlamp on, walk to the water's edge, turn off my headlamp and listen. When I hear him close by, I easily, carefully get a little closer, throw on my light, and I've got a big club, and I just hit him with the club. Instead of trying to gig and all that stuff, because, I mean, you can gig, but I found it very easy just to club them. So that's what I've been doing. That's usually what I always do. No need, sir. I know hunger. Your fire sounds very nice. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Let's see if I can swing the camera around here. Like I said, just got a trench fire going tonight. Since the wind has died down, I dug up the fire pit because I was using Dakota fire pit last night because the wind was really bad. Actually, I had to take down the tarp shelters and stuff just to keep from getting tore up. That's how bad the wind was. I mean, it's actually pushing the tarps down and it catch underneath and flip them up. So I didn't want to destroy my tarps, so I took them down. Gotta love frog legs, good stuff. KY, yeah, frog legs, good. I roasted mine. You can roast them, you can boil them. When I was down in Mexico, I would just boil them and I'd put them with rice or whatever. Just make sure you take the skin off. In my Mylar certain, my bob bag has 9 of them. I carry breakdown frog spear for gigging frogs. Yeah, I've got a gig over there. I mean, it's over there near the water filter, which should be right there. That's a water filter in the background. That's a Sawyer camp filter. I got my gig leaning up over there, but I usually just use a big stick. Busy canning bacon. It's actually a good idea. Freaking bacon's getting ridiculous. Temps getting warmer. You keeping warm? Yep. Yeah, I've got my ground cover and I've got my sleeping bag. I think last night I got down like 50 something, which wasn't bad. I've got my hoodie and stuff if I need it, but haven't needed it. Bella, good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? A crawdad trap, 3 rat traps, no need, make a noise when hunting. Yeah, I've got rat traps out. The minnow traps, I've got one actual real minnow trap, and then I've been manufacturing my own out here because I like having multiples. Last time I was out in this area, I was on a different lake. I think I had like 3. So I was constantly bringing in large size minnows, small fish, and so I was always eating. So that's what we're doing this time around too. I haven't had any luck with crawdads though. Same problem I had last time I was out here in this lake chain. No crawfish. I haven't seen no crawfish yet. Cherokee Survival, good to see you, buddy. I will say I heard the coyotes last night up on the ridge behind me. I'm going to say about 200 yards. So I've got some snares put out there with fish. So hopefully, I don't mind eating coyote. Coyote's good. hope I can get something snared up on that. I've also got some spring snares and stuff around the pond, and also up in the trails back behind me. I don't know, probably a good 100 yards. Hopefully raccoon. I baited up with minnows and stuff there too, because that's where the tracks are. So hopefully either raccoon or coyote pretty soon. All right, scrolling through. Missy Wheeler, good to see you. David Workman, how's it going? 42 is young yet. I've been a welder for over 20 years. I've had multiple surgeries from broke bones, tore joints. I've got a torn rotator cuff. I got a botched knee job, and I've got 2 really messed up discs in my back. Yeah, I'm old. If I was the type of person that got to stay home all the time and done that my whole life, yeah, 42 would be young. But I'm a structural welder for 20 years. I'm wore out. There are skeeters out there the size of hummingbirds. Track rock. Yeah, I call them pterodactyls. We got some big freaking mosquitoes. So far, nothing major since last night, because the windstorm came in last night. Sand gnats is about the only thing I've dealt with tonight, but you know how that goes. Sometimes the mosquitoes come in by droves, but the temperature is down a lot. It's like, I don't know, it's pretty chilly tonight, probably 60s right now with a light breeze, so I'm hoping that keeps them away. I do have off if necessary. Crafty Veteran, Guns and Survival, how's it going? All right, scrolling through here. Bob67, greetings from Birmingham, England. Awesome. Good to have you here. Can a cat food with hole punched works good? Yeah, it does. Sure does. Especially with raccoon, dog food, dried dog food, and cat food works good. Tuna. I usually use tuna. I usually spike a can down in the ground, and usually they'll sit there and fight that thing forever, trying to get it open. All right, scrolling through here. There are alligators in Florida that can eat a horse. So far, I have not seen any alligator slides in the area. I haven't seen any bear markings or bear scat. I did come across Bobcat Tracks up on the ridge where I was tracking those coyotes. So there is, it's small. I mean, this is a small bobcat too. The print is almost the size of a house cat. That's how small it is. But there ain't no house cats out here. Made it to your live. What'd you catch for dinner tonight? Frogs. I had frog legs tonight. Laura Larson, good to see you. Sorry I'm late. Love these camping videos. Don't need a gun to get meat. Me, I can grab them fast or put a fly lure on a line and stick to get the frogs. Yeah, I've got my pellet rifle out here, but I just use a big stick. It's always worked for me. I've used it. Now, if I was in a boat trying to gig, maybe, I mean, growing up in North Carolina, that's what most people did. They got in a flat bottom boat, little John boat, and they get around the edges and stuff, and they'd gig. I've always just use a big stick. Whack them, and they float to the top, and I'd always pick them up. Ruth Johnson, good to see you. How you doing? I'm young at heart. Freshwater clams are good in soup. Yeah, they are. I don't have any freshwater clams around here. The only thing close to a rock is, well, there's no, I haven't come across a rock yet here either. Let's see here. Gunny Church, let's team up. Gene W. Definitely do appreciate you putting up our website there, Gene W. It means a lot. I really do appreciate their help there. I love them fried or sauteed. For frog legs. Yeah, I usually just grill them or I just boil them. So I don't have anything to saute with. They're good for turtle bait too. Yeah, I'm currently working on a turtle trap. Give me a second. Let me see if I can grab it. Without knocking everything down. Well, it's not going to come in. You can't see it. This is all part of the cage that I am currently constructing. It will be sealed up. Set it over here. I started working on that about 2 hours ago, so I've just got the main supports of it. I still got to get the opening and everything put in, but that's going to be my turtle trap. Hope I can get it done tomorrow so I can actually get it in the water tomorrow. How'd that bee thing turn out for you? Bee thing. Well, we definitely got a lot of bees over here. Freaking, I don't know, I don't know what it was. It looked like a yellow jacket, except it's about that freaking big. It was neon color. It was digging a hole in the ground. I killed it. I don't know what it was. It was too close to my camp where I usually set up at, so I got rid of him. Whoa. Don't know what just happened. For some reason, I just got zoomed in. Sorry, guys. No one wants to see my ugly mug. Give me a second. I don't know how I messed up that. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know how I wound up zooming in on my face there, but that was kind of weird. Alright, scrolling through here. Sorry guys, everything just jumped. So give me a second. Let me back up here. So I completely jumped everything. So I'm trying to scroll. Alright, give me a second. Alright. Orfigo's thumbnail 26 volcanoes erupting worldwide. Trying to watch something out here is kind of difficult, but I have to check it out when I get back. Steve Walden, definitely do appreciate the super chat there. Thanks for the videos, buddy. I would love the lifestyle. I enjoy being out here. I really do. There's a lot of hard work. I had some people say, well, it must be nice just go on vacation out in the woods whenever you want to. I'm actually working. I'm out here in the woods, but I'm having to stop on every project I'm doing to film, discuss what I'm trying to do while I'm out here. And with everything out in the woods, there's failures. There is. So no one wants to sit there and watch a failure. You got to sit there and make sure you get everything right. I film the failures. I do. I always have been. I like to show by, teach by showing. And that's showing, if I screw up, I'm going to show you, hey, this is how I screwed up. This doesn't work, or I couldn't make this work. So definitely I try to do that. Sorry, I got to get the camera a little bit closer so I can read here. Freshwater mollusk is like eating your boot. I live just fine in the swamp. Lots of good food in the swamp, Todd. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. There's definitely some good, good hunting and fishing in swamp areas. All right, scrolling through here. Hey man, love the work. DM Huskins second. How do you fix your minnows? So it just depends on the size of the minnow. If they're really small, I'll just boil them up. It doesn't taste good. It's like fish stew. I always gut them. If they're really small, though, I'll leave the head on them. If they're a little bit small, if they're bigger size, as if they're actually, a small fish, I'll grill them. So usually, just depends on the size. Did you take your bow or a boom boom? Yes. I got my bow. Oh, right here. Actually, I got to take the string off because I don't leave it strung at night, but I did have it out here earlier because I was actually trying to do a little target practicing while I was out here. I got my cane pole, which has not done very well out here because I have to walk about almost chest deep to get through where to fish at because everything's flooded. And I have a pellet rifle with me. It's a 22 caliber pellet rifle. It's 1,200 feet per second, so it's just fine for small game. Our cabin in the woods, watching from Oklahoma. Awesome. Glad to have you here with us. All right, scrolling through here. Try beaver in a crock pot. Tastes like steak. I haven't had beaver in a crock pot. I've had it grilled. Pretty good. Make sure you always have enough salt to cure. Free press. Yeah, if I was on a... absolutely right. I mean, we keep a lot of salt stored up, on our preps and stuff. I didn't bring any salt out here with me because I wasn't planning on, a big hunt or anything. Because right now, some things are not in season yet. So I got my hunting license and fishing license, but I saw a deer shoot across up that ridge, and I couldn't. I mean, even though I have my bow, it's not bow season and it's not deer season down here, so I can't do anything like that. How big were the frogs? Oh, I don't know. Maybe about that big. That's why I had to have a lot of them. We don't have right here in this area. They ain't the real freaking big bullfrogs, so you have to have a lot of them. I was up, I don't know, about 3 a.m., something like that, doing that. I was out there for hours. The biggest thing is sitting still and listen to them. They'll sit there and make noise and stuff, and you throw your headlamp on them. You just blind them and then just walk slowly to them, and you can clobber them. That's what I do anyway. Virginia Roots, good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? Song of the South, what is the largest game in your area? Black bear. So there is black bear in my area. I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen any scat, rubbins, or anything as far as in my vicinity. But yeah, we got black bear here. We got deer, small bobcat, coyotes. So those are the only real large ones out here. Wampus cat. Frog legs is good. Oh yeah, definitely agree with you on that. Scrolling through here. I'm from Indiana. Go West. I was reading the name there. All right, scrolling through. Oh, here's good turtle hunting for snapper. Yeah, there's supposed to be a lot of good turtles out here, but that's why I'm building these turtle traps too. So that one there is a box frame one because I want to be able to get larger game. Sweet tea, I've been in your neck of the woods in a few weeks. Looking forward to some time off and some sand. Well, Florida definitely has some. If you're real close by, give us a holler. You got my email. We'll all hook up with you. Did you make it to the other side of the water today? Less soggy. Everyday preparedness. I made it to the other side yesterday morning. Yes, it's a lot less soggy. The ground slopes slightly coming off that ridge behind me. But like I said, it's a couple hundred yards to the ridge. and then it drops into a flat valley with a small slope to the pond, to the lake. So the ground's a lot drier here than that other end I was at. Just as soon as I stepped on that other end, I mean, I was sinking. So that's why I didn't like being there. It's just, no, not a good spot. RB Black, good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? All right, I used to turtle fish for a living. Best thing I found out was old rancid beef, old fatback on trot line. Yeah. I've actually seen a lot of people catch turtles with rotten beef and stuff like that. Same with chicken too, on a trot line. But then you're either going to fight a turtle or a catfish. Either one, good eating. So I do have catfish lines out. I don't have any line out for turtle. That's why I've been making these traps up. Heading to bed, have a booger of a headache. No problem, Andrea Cole. Definitely glad you were able to stop in. Cordless drill makes short work. Free press. Yep, sure does. I do agree with you on that. I hear frogs already. And it's only 9:20, so I do believe they're going to be out. The wind was so bad last night, I wasn't really worried about trying to gig too much. Like I said, it was about 3 a.m. I was out gigging. The wind had died down enough where I can actually hear them. When that wind was picked up the way it was, I couldn't hear anything. Even if something walked in my camp, I wouldn't be able to hear it. That's how bad the wind was. All right, scrolling through. Terry Christ, good to see you. Farmer Son, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. All right, scrolling through here. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get caught up here. Gunny Church, I need to meet you. I need to meet you. We're close. I do need to. Actually, got quite a few people in our community that's wanting to meet up. I got to see how we're going to do all that. I had a bad run-in with somebody back when I first started my channel, so I'm very cautious about that. For those that's been with us for a very long time, you do know the story on that. And there's actually, now he's one of my dedicated trolls. So he's always here. He started going over to my prepper minutes that I do over there for Marfugo TV, leaving comments. But the way he talks, it's the same person. No one ever says hoodwink anymore, except him. And the way he talked about certain things, only he would have known about, it was him. So yeah, I got a dedicated troll, Doomsday Davy. I know your fake account, so get a life. Sierra, but yeah, I need to work on something. I just gotta find ways to safeguard. That's all. I'm not against it. I just gotta have better meat locations and things like that. That's all. Casey Wilson, good to see you. Long time no talk. We're spread like rabbits. North Shore Preparedness, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you back at it. Hardcore, mad respect. If you guys do not know, North Shore Preparedness does have his own YouTube channel. Maybe one of our mods can get that link up over there. He does a lot of live streams there, guys. Definitely do recommend stopping in his channel. Make sure you subscribe and actually watch his videos and hang out in his live stream. It helps his channel out, and he's always got good information. So definitely recommend his channel, guys. See here, you do not fail. You find 10,000 ways that do not work. I love this quote. I do like that quote. I'm going to adapt that quote. That's freaking awesome. That's freaking awesome. All right. How many memory sticks needed to review episodes? I have 7, and they are 128 gigs a piece. I think they are. So basically, when I'm filming, I only film up to half. So I learned this trick last time I was doing this. I filmed up the whole freaking memory card. And most of my editing I do on my phone or something like that. So I just film up to half the memory card and put a new one in. So I get about, I don't know, about 2 hours of film time per memory card. So I just film when I'm working on something or, stuff like that. I don't film while I'm asleep or anything. That'd just be creepy. I do apologize if the camera bounces when I'm trying to scroll through. I don't have my cell phone adapter with me. I just brought the GoPro out here with me because it's waterproof. Rattlesnake Pond, Devil's Hole. I do know those locations. Those, Gunny Church. Those are what's on the Florida Scott Trail that runs up in my area, actually, here in Florida, because I'm in Northwest Florida. Devil's Pond is actually a really cool place to be at. I haven't been there in many years. Since last time I came through is actually very nice. Same with Ecofina Creek was also very nice. Ecofina Creek, though, last time I was at Ecofina Creek, there was a lot of downed trees and stuff from Hurricane Michael. So I don't know if everything got cleared up on that yet or not. I've been up through there, I don't know, a couple miles. It's a big chain now. It's probably about 16 miles, I think it is. At least that one section that runs through Ecofine and stuff. Wherever you go when you die, to heaven or hell. K. Bernice Horton. Well, it's pretty much left up to the big man upstairs to make that decision. Because I don't know. I can try to live my life as good as I can and try to be right with the big man upstairs, but until it actually happens, I don't know, nor does anybody else. Mike, how are you doing, brother? Good to see you. There he is. Glad you're still alive. What have you been eating, brother? Mostly frog legs, brother. Hopefully we can get Mike's channel back up, guys. Mike Bavolts, Bushcraft and Martial Arts. I was in Pathfinder course with Mike. Great dude. So hopefully we can get his channel back up, guys. For those that have went over there and subscribed and been watching his videos, definitely do appreciate y'all supporting him. The man knows his stuff. Really, really good guy. I know that he was wanting to, kind of hold back on doing videos and stuff. Dude, just keep on doing videos. You know what you're doing. I'll support you in any way I can. I really enjoyed being out there Pathfinder with you. You're very knowledgeable. So yeah, definitely want to help support you as much as I can, man. So yeah, the frogs I've been eating. Cactus. Frying up some cactus prickly pear. Just the paddles. Minnows. Well, small fish. Minnows, small fish. Which I've been catching with my traps. And so far we haven't caught a fish as far as using our trout lines or catfish lines, which is practically the same thing. But hopefully tonight it'll change. Don't know. The lizards I've been killing out here, that's what I've been using for bait. I've never fished with lizard before, so I've been fishing with that. The internal organs and stuff. Same with any minnows and stuff that are large. I've been using their guts for our raccoon traps, our coyote traps, and our fish traps. So hopefully, once I get the turtle trap built, I'll be using minnows and stuff in that. Purgatory. Oh, that was Relax Sage Spa's answer there. Barefoot Lass, how you doing? I'm always late. Howdy, CFP. Not a problem, Barefoot Lass. I wasn't even sure if the stream was even going to work out here, but thankfully it is. Hopefully everything's working good for you guys on your end. Does anyone know where I can get bulk pellets from pellet boom sticks? What I usually buy, let's see if I can find them here. I got a light blinding me. I usually just buy them in this set right here. So I'm getting 500 in each tin. This tin here cost me $6. So that's what I use. They work great for small game as long as you got a high enough velocity pellet rifle. Works good for any small mammal, really does, up to a large raccoon. I've never had any problem with. So squirrel and below, I never had any problem with. That's why I like keeping them. Let's see here. Scrolling through. Heck, in my pond I can stand up and their feet to my waist. Yeah, it's just that the water levels, so much water's rained down here. The water level has increased so much. I have to go so far out just to clear the tree lines and the brush and the grass and everything that's now the lake bed, basically. The shoreline is in the underwater. So that sucks, which makes fishing difficult, but makes it good for minnow traps and stuff. Because I can walk to the edge of the pond every single time, and I see minnows and frogs scatter. So, you know, I'm still getting food and stuff coming in. I've seen some big ones. Frog, that is. Black bear, rare. He's on us. Yeah. I mean, I've seen, when I lived out in Southport, which is not here, but not far away, we had black bear crossing right there at Deer Point. I mean, it actually stopped all traffic, and I'm on the phone with Fish and Wildlife, and like, hey man, you got a black bear on the road here, and they said, well, is it attacking any cars? And no, he's just sitting in the road. Well, we won't do anything unless he starts doing any damage. So yeah, we got black bear out here, but I haven't seen any scat or anything. Possible reintroduction of wolves. I haven't seen any wolf prints. I haven't heard any wolves. To be honest, I haven't ever come across any up here. I guess it's possible, but coyotes, really. I mean, we got a lot of freaking coyotes. Let's see here. Alright, scrolling through here. Saltwater camping gets more food. Yeah, if you're fishing off of the ocean, yeah. One of the biggest problems about doing saltwater camping is freshwater, drinking water. I have, like I said, back there in the back, I got a Sawyer camp filter there. I've been doing videos on how to use charcoal and filter out water here before you boil it. Because we got a lot of pathogens and stuff in this water. I guarantee you it is. The water temperature is too warm. So yeah, I'm boiling everything. The only water I did not boil was our rain catchment. So the first day, it was storming like crazy. I was able to fill up my solar shower, which is 5 gallons, and all of my jugs that I brought with me, I was able to fill them up with our rain catchment. And that's just using this one tarp alone. I got 2 tarps set up because, let's see if I can get this in here. Yeah. All right. You see that split up there? I'm not worried about rain on that. The reason why that's like that is because the way the sun comes up, it's freaking hot down here in Florida when that sun comes up. And where the sun sets, I've got a spot out here in the woods that always has shade. That is the biggest thing out here trying to camp in Florida, finding a cool spot. So with the water, freaking bathwater temperature, not as hot, but you know, it's pretty warm. This right here, having a shade spot, is perfect. So I always make sure I always put up a shelter. I don't know if you guys can hear the frogs, but they're already starting. Any chance you can make a bushcraft tarp canoe in the near future? I don't know. Interesting question. I'm going to have to research on how to do it because I've never made a canoe. Using a tarp. Oh, that's interesting. I would definitely have to go with one of these tarps for that and not the canvas tarp. I'm going to have to research on how to do it because I've never done it. I've never seen it done, but I'm sure it's pretty awesome. So I'll take a look at it. All right, scrolling through here, guys. All right. Put a can of cat food, poke holes in it, ice pick, throw into trap. Yep, cat food works very well for a lot of things. One, it's just the scent coming off of it drives about everything crazy. Cat food, dog food works great for raccoons and stuff for sure. I kayak past the gator sunning on the shore about 6 feet from my kayak. That was interesting. Go west. Yeah. You know, years ago I used to do the canoe down Ecofina Creek, and at that time I come across a lot of alligators. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're still in the same creek system because that Ecofina would dump out into Deer Point. So yeah, it's very possible that they're still up there. Gators eat monthly. I did not know that gators ate monthly, but I do know they will attack you, especially if you are near their young. So, but main things, look around your shorelines and stuff when you're out here in Florida. You can find gator slides and stuff like that. If you start seeing those, don't get right on the water's edge. They can grab you. Just tuned in. What about swamp cabbage? Do you have those palms by you? No, I don't have those palms in the area that I'm at. I'm actually in a pine tree area. You have to be careful with swamp cabbage. All right. So when I was doing my own research, trying to find out what I can legally do and what I can't, because here on YouTube, I'm filming everything. So the last thing I want to do is film me doing something illegal. I couldn't get a definite answer on if it's legal to harvest it or not. So I've just been staying away from it. Could not get a definite answer. I kept seeing where they said you weren't allowed to cultivate. I saw where you weren't allowed to harvest. I saw you could. So I couldn't get a definite answer. And until I talked to another fish and wildlife guy, I'm just staying away from it. Gloria Walker, thank you for what you do. Definitely do appreciate that. I have to look at your website. Cool. Jeff, how are you doing, brother? All right, scrolling through. All right, scrolling through here, guys. CFP, make a meeting place somewhere public. Have a date set for all the people to come together. That way, if you have a run-in with a troll, you have other preppers with you. Brian Keith, that's actually an excellent idea. That is. I like that idea. Richie Poo, or Richie Poe. That's crazy. Someone would troll you. Ha! Yeah. I've got a couple of them. Remember that thumbs up? Well, I definitely do appreciate it. Yeah, the thumbs up does help. Same with commenting in the comment section and stuff. Does help out the channel a lot. If I came to meet you, CFP, I would have your back. Well, Brian, I definitely do appreciate that, man. Orlando is the middle of the state. I'm not in Orlando. I used to live outside of Orlando. I was in a Bobcat there for a while. And I used to live in Orlando, and I've lived in Daytona. I lived in Pensacola. I've lived multiple places in Florida, but I've lived all over. So I can't wait to move on. Did talk to the wife tonight. We are moving ahead with our Arizona move. I'm hoping come January. We're gonna go visit her mother before we leave. So it's gonna be after the holidays, and we're gonna be heading to Arizona. So only got a couple more months here in Florida, and we'll be boogieing out. We have a lot of rattlesnakes, Northwest Florida. Yeah, there's rattlesnakes. There's mostly pygmy rattlers is what I've been running into. Those little suckers. It looked like, no kidding, the way these things are dolled up with their camouflage, it looks like a pine branch, but a real small one. You know, maybe 8 inches. These are the ones I've been coming across. I haven't come across any on this trip, but yeah, it looked like a piece of pine, and no, it's them. But I'm keeping my eyes open. I'm really surprised I have not come across any water moccasins rattlesnakes or anything out here right now, which I would love because I like eating them. That'd be really nice to do, but I haven't come across any. I just heard something step really hard over there. I actually broke a branch too. But there's a lot of down branches and stuff over here, so it could be something small or it could be something large. I don't know. With me talking as much, you'd think it'd be running off whatever it is. But if it decides to come up in my camp, it means free dinner. Oh yeah. I'm one of those type of guys. I'll eat it. Hurricane Michael, the devastation, that section of Florida. Yeah, it did. It really did. Relax the Sage Spa, it did. I was surprised when I got down here how much damage it did. Gene W, definitely do appreciate you putting up our other channel. Yeah, that other channel, guys, is where I start doing tool restoration and stuff like that. I haven't done much on it because I've been super busy with this channel here. But yeah, I like doing restoration. That's what I do on my off time. You don't hear any bullfrogs. He is in the swamp. Oh, we got frogs here. How's your water doing? Water's doing good. I've got everything full, everything purified. So yeah, we got a couple gallons worth. So we're good right now. Makes it much easier. Baked raccoon. Oh, with raccoon, what I like to do is quarter up everything out. And I like to boil water. Once I got that sucker really, really hot, I drop the meat in, blanch it. It will turn a gray color, but it gets all the oil and grease out of it, a lot of it. And I just skim the top off, and I take that meat and I roast it. That's how I like eating them. There's probably many different ways to actually eat it. Tip for catfish, rub just a little bit of on your worm and blow the worm up. I've done, never heard of that. I've done catfishing for a very long time. But like I said, water temperature is warm. Most fish, the larger fish, are going to be deeper. They're going to be further out. They like cooler water. They don't want to be in this bath water. They're going to be in deeper. And like I said, I'm out there 30 yards and more trying to get to a deep spot. Just get away from the brush and stuff. Got booted, but I'm back. If you can't watch because you have things to do, try to leave his live on. Awesome, T-Girl. Yeah, definitely do. If you're not able to watch it, if you just click on a video and just let it play through, that does help out the channel. It really does. Gene W, thank you for getting Mike's channel up. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. See here. I get the big boxes with 5,000 pellets at Wally World. Slug Thrower. I have not seen the 5,000 pellets. I will definitely keep an eye open for it because, it's probably a lot better buy. We've had gotten 40 plus inches of rain this year in Florida. Jackalope, I believe it. It's been a lot. I mean, when I first got here, the first day, was it Tuesday when I got here? As soon as I got here, I always set up camp. No matter what, even if it's just a temporary camp, I get tarps in the air, I get a tent out, whatever. If I don't have tarps, if I don't have a tent, I'm making a debris shelter quick because I've had weather change within hours. And within hours, I had thunderbusters, and it rained like crazy. But fortunately for me, I was able to collect all the water and stuff that I needed for the first part of the day. So yeah. All right, scrolling through here. All right. Sorry, the camera's bouncing. I'm trying to scroll through. Mike, I really appreciate all the community support. Absolutely, brother. There's a mosquito. I got him, though. Man, it's 62 here tonight. Yeah, I'm not sure what the temperature is where I'm at. It's definitely chillier than it was earlier today. All right, scrolling through. Make a pontoon boat out of 55-gallon plastic barrels and plywood. I've seen videos on it. Would be great for a boat in a hurry if a big flood hits. Yeah. I'll do like pontoon boats. I really do. Arkansas living. How are you doing, brother? Wish I was out in the woods. Man, I thought you were always out in the woods. What are you talking about? Well, between doing YouTube out in the woods and then you're having to travel with your job and everything else, yeah, I guess it would be freaking nice to be out in the woods for a little bit. You can outrun them gators. Well, yes and no. If you're far enough away from them, yes. If you're at the water bank trying to fill up your canteen and he's right there and you didn't see him and he comes bursting out, best of luck to you. They can move very fast and they can grab. I mean, they grab deer off the banks. So yeah, I just be real careful when you're near the water banks down here in Florida. Like I said though, you want to look for traits. You look for where the tracks and stuff. I mean, you'll see slides and stuff like that. Then you know you're in gator area. But when you're in Florida, it's freshwater. Treat it like those gators. Hello from Canada. Love my brother, sister in USA. I have family in USA. Stay safe. Teresa, definitely appreciate that. And hello, Canada. All right, scrolling through. All right. Everything looks 5x5 on cam. Sound survival living. Okay, perfect. Cherokee survival. I definitely do appreciate that, brother. All right. I'm trying to get caught up here, guys. Let's see here. I haven't tried snake, but I would like to. Snake's not bad. I like snake. And I still see. I missed them. Mosquito. So it looks like they're coming out now. I'm one of those types of a guy. I'll eat it. Ha. Ha ha. That's not what I meant, but yeah. Pretty sure swamp cabbage is okay for YouTube. Seen a few channels do videos on it. Good source of food here in Florida. Richie. Yeah, I've seen other YouTubers do that as well. But like I said, I'm going to talk to Florida Fish and Wildlife and stuff because everything I've been trying to find online as far as what I can legally do and stuff, I've already been on the bad side of the law before. It sucks. All right, it sucks. So, since I enjoy my freedom and I don't like giving them extra money, it's bad enough having to pay for fishing license and hunting license. Yeah. I just want to make sure I don't do something stupid and then have it on film, you know. A pygmy rattlesnake bit my dog right between the eyes. Wow. That had no vaccine. Wow. Yeah, we got those pygmy rattlers everywhere. They're freaking a nuisance. You've been sitting there trying to work on your car or something like that, change your oil, and next thing you know, you got something right there. Ellie Moses, definitely do appreciate the super chat. Looks like the super sticker is a blushing pear. Where their super stickers here on YouTube's freaking crazy. I definitely do appreciate that support though, but yeah, some of the little icons they got are like, what? Get guinea hogs. Oh, we do have hogs out here. So I ain't seen any prints or anything like that, but we do have hogs. Because we actually had hogs there at the house. So I'm not going to tell everybody exactly where I'm at because I just don't do that. Scrolling through. Sub to Mike's channel. Farmer Son. Awesome, man. You're going to like it over there. Mike's a good dude. Alright, scrolling through here. Snake isn't bad. Don't add salt. Gunny Church. No, I've never added any salt. Most of the time when I'm cooking something outdoors, snake and stuff like that, I'm just roasting it or whatever. I'm right here on the fire. I usually don't use salt and pepper and stuff like that. I mean, occasionally I'll do, but when I'm out here camping and stuff, I don't ever put nothing on it. I think someone called it caveman in it. Alright, give me a second, guys. I gotta put some wood on that fire, so I don't know, maybe I can spin the camera around. You can watch me stand over there in the fire. Ooh. As you can see, the fire has died. Oh. But still got a cold bed. And that's all that matters. Okay, that's took care of. Alright, so that's took care of, thankfully. I gotta move my tripod. Oh, my stand and everything. Alright, I'm back. Scrolling through here, guys. Alright, what else we got here? Prepping 2001. Hello, everyone. Hogs tasty. You need one on the Barbie. Huh. I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. Richie, I completely understand. Just did a little research, and Shirley says swamp cabbage is protected. Definitely no clear answer for that. Yeah, that's what I ran into on that, and I'm gonna talk to an actual official on that and make sure I don't screw myself, you know. All right, scrolling through here. I can't comment now. Jim Lang. No, I can definitely see your comment there. Alright. I'm probably way behind, guys. I do apologize. I am trying to get caught up here. Last 5 comments never appeared. I can definitely see your comments now. How's the weather? It's getting chilly. It ain't no hypothermia weather, but I got my sleeping bag and everything with me. Main thing is your ground cover, because you want to separate yourself from the ground for sure. Alright, scrolling through. Alright, I'm trying to find all the questions and stuff, guys. I know I'm way behind, so please bear with me. You look a little warmer than me in Bama tonight, 49 degrees. Yeah, it's not 49 degrees. I think it's going to be like 55 where I'm at. I haven't checked the weather. So when I looked at the weather before I came out here, I knew we were going to have a cold front come in, and all that wind that came in last night, temperatures dropped. Today it wasn't bad, but as soon as it started getting dark, the winds, the coolness started coming. South Florida DCL, how are you doing, brother? Good to see you. All right, scrolling through. Okay, looks like I'm caught up. All right, I'm caught up. Sorry, guys. Sorry it took so long to get everything caught up there. Deer or elk hunting? Well, when deer season starts, there'll be deer hunting. I don't think there's any elk out here. Not down here. I could be wrong, but I've never seen one. All right. It will waller in the hole to get rid of the bugs. I must have missed the previous comment on that. All right, El Michelle, Jim Lang, I can see you. Yeah, I can see the last couple comments there. So I do apologize if some of your comments were held or something, but I'm not seeing that either. No need to apologize. You're the one in the bush. Yeah, well, yeah, I enjoy being out here. It's a lot of work. It really is, but I enjoy doing it. One of the things I wanted to do with our outdoor videos is teach parts and pieces. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of us that have done this stuff when we're younger and stuff like that. And I've never said that I know everything. I'm just here to teach what I know. That's it. There's 100 different ways of doing the exact same thing most of the time. So there's probably nothing new underneath the sun that you're watching from me. It's just how I do certain things, that's all. Turtle not bad eating? Nah, turtle's good. I like turtle. See your Kelly Mount. Hello from Chipley, Florida. Good to see you. All right. We're heading into the upper 30s here. No, that's chilly. That's definitely chilly. Frogs everywhere too seems potential food source. Yeah, having a frogs really good eating. But you know, it's just the frog legs. I've never eaten anything else on a frog, but I don't know if you can. To be honest, I don't know if you actually can. I just stick with the legs, the thighs, and the caps on them. That's what I usually eat. All right, scrolling through. Lots of Florida preppers in the house. Yeah, that's actually really cool. I'm glad we got a lot of people from Florida here. That's really neat. I copied the link for the information on swamp cabbage cutting in Florida, but I can't post it. Don't want to get booted. Yeah, you ain't gotta post that. I've done a lot of research on that. Like I said, I can't get a definite answer on that. One site will say one thing, another site will say another one. So actually going on the website for Florida Fish and Wildlife, it's not even a clear answer. So as of right now, just staying away from it. But I don't have any in my area, so I couldn't show it anyway. All right. Looks fun. I can't wait to head out in a few days. It's cool, wet here in eastern Kentucky. Been busy with firewood for winter. Oh yeah, Mark, I definitely agree with you on that. You're definitely going to need some firewood up that way. Oh, okay. Gunny Church, that's what you're talking about. Hog bait. Dig a ditch, place old motor oil in hole. Pig will waller in the muddy oil to get rid of bugs and parasite. Never heard of that and never seen that done. That's interesting. scrolling through. I have some big meaty frogs in my yard. Frog legs are like chicken wings. Huh. Yeah. I posted the link on swamp cabbage in Florida. Yeah, there's no need for it. I mean, I don't think you're going to get booted off of it, but I won't be able to look it up anyway. Like I said, I've already been online over and over and over trying to find that information out, and I get one site will say yes, the next site will say no. So I'm just actually going to talk to an actual wildlife official. That way I don't get in trouble. All right. Scrolling through. Pack up those beans and rice. Well, it's against the law unless they have a property clearing permit. Yeah, see, I run into with swamp cabbage from the research I was doing. Like I said, couldn't ever get definite. One particular government site said it's not illegal, but it's frowned upon. And another one says it is illegal because you can't harvest or collect from the wild. And another site said as long as it's on your property, you can do whatever you want to. And another site said it was protected. So I'm just going to ask one of the officials just to make sure, you know. All right, scrolling through here. All right. Tom J, tell me about swamp cabbage. I've never heard of it. It's hard to palm. That's what it is. You just cutting out the center of a palm. Is actually near the actual head. You get about, just depends on how large it is. You can get about 4 feet of it. It's all right tasting. I don't know why they call it swamp cabbage because it doesn't taste like cabbage. To me, it doesn't. But my taste buds are not that good either. So some people might actually say it tastes like that. It doesn't taste like it to me. DCH SCDHL 2.0. When you ask the official, make sure to have it on video. Oh yeah, absolutely. You can eat cattails. Yeah, there's certain parts of cattail you can eat. There's no cattail on this lake system. I've looked because I was going to do a video on it, but there's none. I mean, you can, the roots and stuff, the shoots, you got a lot of starch and stuff. You can take the pollen off. You can actually make kind of like flour. You can do that off the pollen, off the head of the cattail and stuff. There's all kind of different things you can do to it. Young cattail on the head, you can roast those and actually eat those. So there's all kind of different edible parts of it, for sure. But until I can actually come across it, I don't really cover it because I like to show you what I'm doing instead of just talking, because there's a lot of just talk. They read something on the forum or they read something in a book and all of a sudden they're experts. You don't become an expert until you're actually out here trying to do something, because anything that can happen will happen. Like coming out here, yeah, it's Florida. I must go camping. When you have extreme heat and you're out in the sun all day long for several days, your body's completely drained, and then you're trying to use an axe, chopping stuff. It sucks. All right, especially when you just eating minnows and frog legs. Your body gets drained. It's easy to talk about it. It's another thing to actually show it. So that's what we're doing. We're doing here. We're showing the complete rigors of doing this. All right, scrolling through here. I appreciate everything you do. I'm not familiar with Florida and alligators and such. We do eat our share of rattlesnake out here in Southern California and Arizona. Then be delicacy. Yeah, I do like rattlesnake. Any snake, actually, as long as you got some meat on them. All right, scrolling through. Do you know these locations? Rattlesnake Pond, Porter Pond, Devil's Hole, Ecopina. You got any church? Yeah. Yeah, I actually talked about earlier. I used to do the, I talked about Devil's Hole. I do know Rattlesnake Pond. I do know Porter or Potter. Is it Porter or Potter? One of the two. They actually got campgrounds out there. Ecopina, I used to do canoeing down Ecopina. Ecopina actually dumps into Deer Point, right there near Southport. Yeah, I know the area. I was born in right on, well, Bayou George is where I was actually born. I was raised in the mountains of North Carolina, but my family's down here in this part of Florida. So yeah, I know quite a bit out here in Northwest Florida. Never knew you could cook and eat cattail. Now that is when dust quickly, they turn into dust quickly when you run into them. All right, so that powder that comes off an older cattail, that's pollen. And you can actually use that pollen. You can take a bunch of them, put it in a bag, shake it out, and you can actually use that pollen kind of like flour. All right. Or a flour additive. It's not as good as flour. You're not going to make bread or anything with it, but you can bread up stuff with it, like fish and stuff like that. Actually eating the cattail itself, the pod up top, you got to catch them young. I mean, real young. That they're not brown and stuff when you get hold of them. They're really young, and you can cook those up and you can eat those. I wouldn't recommend trying to eat the fluffy stuff. All right, when they get older, that material is good for insulation, but it's not edible. You know, it's that powdery, fluffy insulation crap. Somebody said Snafu snaps. There he is. Good to see you, Snafu. How you doing, brother? All right, scrolling through. What's the U.S. going to look like in 5 years? I have no idea. I got no crystal ball. All I know is I'm getting my family prepped and ready to rock and roll because I think something's going to happen before 5 years. But I hate ever using a timeline because we don't know what they're going to do. All we can do is look at what's going on. Jim Lang, white part at the bottom. Yeah, you can get a lot of starch material out of the shoots and stuff near the bottom. Same with the roots of cattail too. All right, scrolling through. Jeff, cattail roots are tubers that can be cooked like potatoes. Yep. Have you ever heard of a toothache tree? Didn't mean to change the subject. William, no, I've never heard of anything called a toothache tree. I'm sure that's probably the slang for it or something like that. No, I haven't ever heard of it. That's a new one on me. All right, scrolling through here. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up because battery life is kind of difficult here. I only have so much for my battery lives, and most of that's going to be going towards my cameras. Also to recharge the cell phone in case of an emergency. So anyway, guys, definitely do appreciate every single one of you being here tonight. If I can do another live stream in a couple days, I will. It all just depends on how long. I got 4 of these with me. So it all just depends on how long my battery reserves last, because this is what I use to charge up my cameras and my cell phone and stuff like that. So we should be good to do another live stream in a couple days. Tonight, though, I'm going to stoke up the fire because it is going to get a little chilly. And I'm going to try to do some more frog bashing. I'm not going to say frog gigging. I'm frog bashing is what I'm doing. And so far it's doing very well. So we'll continue to do that, because it is a food source. What I'm trying to do, since I am by myself out here, I'm trying to set up the camera and catch all this action while I'm out there. But I'll tell you what, trying to film it by yourself and not scare away everything sucks too. So I've been able to do the filming as far as processing frog legs and cooking it and stuff like that. I'm still trying to get a good shot of me actually bashing one. I mean, I could pretend, but I don't like pretending. I actually like showing. So I got a couple more. Man, that's a big mosquito. I got a couple more nights here, so maybe I can get some good footage of that. Hopefully, our coyote traps work, and hopefully our raccoon traps work. I got to finish that turtle trap, and I've got a couple more minnow traps I got to set out. Yeah, if I wish I could say you just sit around a campfire when you're doing survival campouts. You're not. You're working nonstop. You really are. But I have fun doing it. In other words, I enjoy doing it. Does the weather sometimes sucks? Yeah, you never know when a rainstorm's coming or the sun comes out and makes you into jerky. But always keep water on hand. All right, guys. Definitely appreciate everyone here, and I'll catch y'all later, okay?